EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Shamrocks of Rio de Janeiro. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Jets defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be, because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well, and that's what they did in the last game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Howard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
His way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get it?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Howard looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, 53 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Stopped at his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well.
and that's what they did in their last game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. With a 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Howard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roll down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. To throw is Howard. To throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. York able to send this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now Tua. Flushed out right. This one deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Come on, two.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here. Howard now on 1st and 10. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
22 needle.
Here's Chubb on the read option. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb in the Shamrocks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tua, the final shot before half. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Jets. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today,
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Howard on third down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They go with Chubb on second down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Thompson-Robinson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 4. footwork ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Locates Hardman for another catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Tua now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 70 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Lazard will go in motion right. On second and goal, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Tua sets up to pass it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here comes 2nd down. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Down to an knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments.